you guys, I am here at CallowHill Greens. I'm so excited to meet the founder, Christie, and this is a beautiful space. I love it. We're right in Center City, but I'm gonna let Christie go ahead and take it away and introduce yourself.
Okay.
Introduce yourself. And I also want to know what made you open up this shop.
Yeah. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Christie. I am the owner, founder, operator, janitor, dishwasher, all of that.
Right.
Yeah, I always wanted to bring coffee, wellness, skincare, and beauty all into one space. And we're a company, a brand that we truly embody beauty from the inside out. So, we can talk about skincare all day long, but it really starts from within. So our cafe is like it's like the best place to come to really get, a superfood smoothie with deep-rooted herbs and superfruits and vegetables that are from where I'm from the Caribbean. So we use like sea moss in a lot of our recipes, and anything that you find on our menu, the ingredients, you can find the same thing in our skincare. And so we are all about natural, non-toxic, organic skincare, and we're bringing that to all of the wonderful, amazing ladies here in Philly, and around the world.
Well, I am in the right place because your skin is glowing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I need a treatment.
Your skin is glowing.
I need a treatment. But I love this space. And it sounds like you are feeding the whole body, the whole spirit.
Yeah.
You're offering, the wellness, skincare, coffee, smoothies. Tell me, I saw the menu.
Yes.
So tell me about these specialty coffees and drinks that you have. What kind of ingredients are in?
Yeah, so our menu tackles gut health, skin health, and brain health. So you can find deep-rooted adaptogens, mushrooms that really help to relieve stress, oxidative stress on your skin topically. We have superfoods like camu, which is a fruit from the Amazon forest. It literally has 30 times more vitamin C than an orange. So we're really using, generations of recipes that have come from my mom, my grandmother, her great grandmother, and we're really bringing it into this space just more in like a more modern way. You're still getting all the great benefits from it.
I love that. So I'm definitely going to buy a smoothie or a drink, but tell me which one I should, as an entrepreneur myself, you know how crazy days can be in running business. This week has been insane, the stress, the up and down. What drink would you recommend that I get today that's going to replenish me and give me more energy? What would you recommend?
Yeah, I really feel like all of our drinks kind of will replenish you from the inside out. But I think for right now, the season that we're in, the weather, I would say the Callow Glow. Because again, the Callow Glow has the camu that I was talking about, so you're getting tons of vitamin C, so you're going to boost your immune system.
So Christie, tell us about, how did you start this business? What has the journey been about? What are some of the challenges or obstacles that you face just starting the business?
Yeah, well, I was just telling Desiree, one of my customers, when I first opened, I used to be open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And, everyone is always, opening a business is very risky. And so I would literally be here, operate the cafe, and I would run to my cocktail waitressing job in Center City. And then some nights I would work at QVC, like their overnight shift as like an on-air model. And then I would just do it all over again until, I opened right before the pandemic. So that's also another story for another time. But, I just did what I had to do to succeed, to keep our doors open, whether that meant turning our whole back area into a kitchen. And at that time during the pandemic, people wanted healthy food. As we can see, we don't serve food anymore, but during the pandemic, we had, you know, an entire food menu of plant-based options. So yeah, I was back there stepping it up. I was on Uber Eats, Postmates, Caviar, whatever, you name it, I was on that app.
Did you have help or you just?
No, it was just me all by myself at that time. It was just me. I did have like a good friend of mine, Leroy, who used to come in here when we had first opened. He used to come in here and study. He went to CCP. And one day he came by and he would help me. But for the most part, my mom would come here maybe like every 2 weeks. We're originally from Haiti. She lives in Connecticut, and she would help me prep a lot of things. Anything that could be like frozen, she would help me prep. But for the most part, it was me, and yeah, it was a time. But it taught me how to be resilient. It taught me how to just be strong and all the grit that it takes to run the business and to start a business from the ground up. And that was my experience, and I love it. And it was like a blessing at the same time.
Yeah. I love that because you had this dream, you had this desire to build this business, and you did whatever it took to do that. And you had like 3 jobs?
Yeah, for a moment I had 3 whole jobs,
Right. And not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
And so it takes faith, a lot of faith, because you have to believe that what you're doing every day is that it's going to work and it's going to grow.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I admire you so much for that.
Thank you so much. And I tell people all the time that want to start a business that a lot of people already have a full-time job and they're used to a certain salary, they're used to a lifestyle, and do what's best for you in your comfort zone. For me at the time, like I'm not afraid to work. I've always worked my whole life. So me leaving here, cocktail waitressing, even after, I was Miss Universe Haiti, so some people might say, you went to go cocktail waitress? Yes, I did. Because that's just me, who I am, and I'm gonna do whatever it needs to take so that I can get to the next level. And so that's what I did for myself. So do what's comfortable for you, but if you can keep your job and start your business at the same time, do that for as long as possible. And then there's some people that take a risk and they just quit their job and they go full force. So whatever's right for you, as long as you have faith, you continue to add value and put in the work. You have to do the work. But the universe is like this, and it's gonna happen. So you just have to enjoy your journey.
Yeah. So how important has faith been in you starting this business and doing everything that you've done so far?
So important. So important. Like, every morning I wake up and pray. I pray before I go to bed. My mom sends me up. My father-in-law, they send me prayers every morning. So yeah, for me, without praying and just talking to God and just thanking Him for the blessings that I do have and for everything that I've gone through, that's all they're all lessons.
Yeah.
So yeah, faith is an important part of my life. Just having faith and just knowing that again, back to enjoying your journey.
Yeah.
Because you really do, because your life is your life.
And
your life is your life. So you have to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
And not what's happening over there. Because it's just not your life.
Right. I always say, sometimes people compare themselves to what other people, have done or doing. They see what's going on social media, and
it's so hard.
Right. We should never compare because, as you mentioned, everybody goes through this journey, this entrepreneurship journey. Everybody goes through it differently.
Right.
And so you have to choose what's good for you. So,
and you don't know what people go through.
Right.
You don't know what people go through. You don't know what people have had to go through to have the success in their business. And a lot of people just see, the end of it, which is like all the positive. They don't
Right.
see like what it actually took to run and to start a business from the ground up. So again, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you love about your
Oh my
business?
God, every little thing. I love every little thing about CallowHill Greens, about Callow. I really do. I really am so blessed that I get to do what I love every single day. I mean, that's a blessing.
Right. And I want to say the space that you created here. Let's talk about the space. I see this mural.
Yeah.
You tell us about what you do here and talk about this space and what were you thinking about when you created this space?
So lucky enough for me, this space was already like a deli. So this was already here.
Okay.
So I can't take credit for that, but I did want to keep it very simple. And I just felt like all I needed to add was some greenery and myself. Then we have what it was meant to be, which was beauty from the inside out. And that's what we're all about here. And that's why we do our workshops. And I didn't realize that I was building community this whole time. There's a lot of brands that they're successful and they try to go backwards and then they try to build community, where I've been building community just naturally. And I didn't really realize that until a few months ago. Like, I built a community. Women come here every single day. And what I love about the cafe is we are not, one of those big cafes where it's just like people are in and out, in and out, in and out. I really get to spend time with all of my customers and talk to them, talk to them about their day, what's happening in their lives. And it brings me joy that I can bring joy to other people. I always make sure that if anyone comes in here with any, energy that, maybe they're having a bad day or whatever it is, my goal is to make sure that they leave out feeling 100 times better than how they walked in. So, so our space, we're a full-blown cafe. You can come in and do a DIY class where you're making your own skincare from start to finish. We have our skincare and sip workshop on Saturdays, and that's a full beauty from the inside out workshop. Again, you're creating customized skincare. We're sipping on beauty elixirs. We're BYOB because life is about balance. And women get to meet other women. And
so tell me a little bit more about the workshops that you have. Like, what are the times? You said Saturdays.
So Saturdays are a skincare and sip class. That's like the most popular class. And we hold that 3 p.m. every Saturday. But, during the day, we have our DIY skincare making class. So it's kind of like coming in and doing the candle making.
Yes. So those are some of the
those are some of the ingredients.
Beautiful. Love this. Very good. So so what's happening here?
So this is our tray of ingredients for phase A, phase B, and phase C when creating a skincare, when creating a moisturizer. So we walk them through the entire skincare making process, and then there's 7 other steps that they go into, and they're really customizing their skin for their skin type, their skin concerns, and their skin needs. And we're using vitamins, minerals, superfoods, adaptogens, herbs, all natural ingredients.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I noticed this wall back here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was reading some of the notes on here.
Oh my God. Yes.
So tell me about this wall.
So during the pandemic, obviously, it was pickup only. So I would have our tables up front, so you literally could order from the door, and then that was it. It wasn't like you couldn't come up to the register. So I had tables lined up, and I had a couple of sticky notes that just said some positive affirmations. But then I also had these, a pack of these just on the table, and people started leaving notes. People started taking notes. So this is a wall. Sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's smaller because it's really take one, share one. Oh. So you can take one, or you can share one, or you can just read them. And some of them are 5 years old.
Wow. Now, I know you've read all of them.
You know what? You know what's crazy? I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I haven't. There's always a new one that surprises me. Sometimes I'll take a couple of minutes to just
Yeah.
take a look, but there might be one. There's a few that I definitely have not.
You know what? I enjoyed reading some of these because it was a reminder of how important the work that you're doing, how it's impacting the community and the people that come in here. So when things get tough, you got just your wall here.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
And I love the fact that you talked about community because we just left another place and it is about building community and being
little by little, every day.
So what would you say to someone who had an idea, a dream for a business? What would you say to them?
Do it, but do the work. I always tell people do the work and be a dreamer. Like I am a dreamer. Like I'm always dreaming of things and I just love to. I'm also like a creative. I went to business school, but I'm really a creative. And keep dreaming, but I think you have to do both. You have to dream and do the work at the same time. So do your research on whatever it is that you want to start and make sure that it's something that you're passionate about. Because unless you're starting a business with an exit plan, that's something different. But for me, this business is my baby, it's my lifestyle, it's what I want to do, for the rest of my life. So make sure that it's something that you enjoy doing every single day. Because that's what keeps me going. If I wake up and I'm not feeling that great, I still come in. And as soon as I see a customer of mine, I immediately feel better. So just be super passionate.
So what does it mean to you to be a Black-owned business woman in this space? What does that mean to you?
I feel like it's kind of my duty a little bit to bring all the fruits of me. I've gone to a lot of places all over the world, and I've learned a lot about herbs and superfoods, and it's just embedded in me. It's literally like in my blood. So I truly feel like Philly is a great city for like the Black wellness girlies. Like we are really like, we're taking it to the next level, and that's what I love about this city. Like we're so into our health, and I feel like I'm one of those spaces that the girlies can come to, and they see someone that looks like them, and for me this is not a trend. Like I'm not new to this. Like me and my family, we've been using these ingredients forever. So for me, when I go on TikTok and I see someone talking about sea moss or see someone selling sea moss, for me, I just want to be the one that the girlies can come to. I'm not just trying to sell you something. Like, no, this is what we've been using for centuries and centuries. So, and we get it. We're a vibe. So I just feel like.
Well, I'm proud. I am so proud of what you built here.
Thank you so
I
much.
love this space. It's
Thank
so
you.
awesome. And we want you guys to take the time now to come and visit CallowHill Greens and grab a drink. Come to visit, do the workshop, the class, get something to eat.
Shop our skincare collection.
Yes.
Or just come and say hi. Honestly, come and say hi. I love that. I love talking to other women. You don't have to buy anything. Like this space, you don't have to come in here and purchase a thing. You can just come in and just have a conversation.
We love that. So we'll see you soon.
Cheers.